All right, so this job here is a 180,000 mile exhaust system, and they just want the minimum repairs. Let me show you some other Bobo work that was going on. So somebody decided they were going to weld some tabs to this on both sides. If you're going to go, this is ridiculous. This is a cotter pin welded in, and then some plate of metal here. You should have just took this flange off and welded a new flange on if you're going to go through all that. And then he packed it with muffler mud. So here's the story. This should have been required for replacement along with the transmission. Hey, Mr. Customer, sorry, your front pipe's not going to make it during this surgery. But it is what it is. So this is near the end of its useful life. It had clamps on it. One of the shields was loose. I took it off. This is paper thin. But all they want is a patch and a patch. So for what it is, it is. Watch me work. You have to know when you can and when you cannot patch. Once exhaust systems start hitting 10 years old and older, sometimes patching just isn't the solution. And it's very rare that I have to replace a whole exhaust system. And that's been like this for the last, not the last 10 years. Replacing whole front pipes, more common. Repairing certain sections, yes, depending on what I see and what I feel. That front pipe, if I take a seal pick, I could probably puncture a hole right in it. That's how flimsy that is. So we're going to cut this section out. It's held up by a hanger, so I'm not really worried about that. The front pipe's held up by another hanger over there. The midsection is held up by another hanger. We're going to cut some pieces out. But a lot of people don't understand is this will shake the crap out of anything that's bad and definitely make it fall apart. So we're going to cut it here. We're going to cut it past where they don't know how to do it. This stuff is razor sharp. You thought a razor blade was sharp? How about rusty metal? So what we're doing is preparing for patchwork. I don't like to do patchwork. Sometimes it's necessary. Off with the junk. And this should stay. Time for a new blade. Burn up some blades. Seeing dripping out of here is moisture. So condensation is a byproduct of combustion. And that's what usually rots the exhaust system from the inside. And everything else on the outside is what's rotting it. Mother Nature and electrolysis and all kinds of other stuff. near the end of its useful life. So if I was putting a transmission in this car, I'd be telling a customer you need an exhaust system or you need some patches. This is just sad. Cotter pin. A cotter pin. Sad. Anyway, it is what it is. So now we're going to make up some pieces that go from here to here and there to there. I'm going to go out back and grab some scrap. You're watching it live. Caleb's working on an F-150 that the spark plug was full of sand. Oh joy, oh joy. This doesn't have to be beautiful. If they want it beautiful, it would be all brand new parts. We're going to get the exhaust system in place. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just get everything in place and then just weld the entire time. So I gotta size this piece. So we're gonna expand the tubing to fit. I gotta go a little bit bigger. Now you're going to take the PCV valve out. Okay, that has a PCV valve on it. Alright, so that's one patch. I'll show you what that looks like. I'll weld that right in.
Oh, take the PCB valve out.
Oh no, you're going to put the new
PCB valve, correct? Keep putting this one in, taking the one on that side out.
Yeah, if it's the right fit. I mean, that's what that looks like to me under there. Doesn't it look like that to you?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to go on back. We're going to find some scrap that's close to that. Alright, and then we're going to make this fit here. So this has a flat spot in it. So flat spot we'll give it. And we'll butt weld that right to there. Bada bing. Called the butt. and then we weld. Put your welding helmets on. Welding over your head versus welding on a bench is completely different. All right, who wants to watch the rest of this? You do? So I start at 1 o'clock usually, and then I'll overlap when I come down on the other side. This is a butt weld. Not in good shape, but they were warm. People always ask, well, how long will this last? I don't have the answer for it. This is a Band-Aid. Band-Aids sometimes last, sometimes they don't. You know how it goes. Like Joe Rock. So this is basically like pulse welding. The pipe won't take a lot of heat, so. So I'm pulse welding this crap here. Got nothing to do with me. Pulse welding this weak material, this weak material. So now we're going to go back here and we are going to weld this. See how this goes. Reach over to 11 o'clock. We're going to go past where I welded originally. And that's right, I'm not cleaning nothing, I'm not doing anything to the full pipe. Just burning right through all the contaminants. That's how I roll. Voila. That's it. Thanks for watching. All right.